What's up, guys? Welcome back to today. I guess is January 5th, which will be my fifth video. I was going through some of my stuff and I found this here, which you can see is a whole bunch of four-leaf clovers. There's 100 of them exactly on this sheet, and I found these all myself when I worked at a paintball field, ran the paintball field. And it was funny because when I made this a long time ago, these were all like very green, like you would see clovers on the ground. And people were telling me that I most likely put like a leaf of one with another one. I'm not sure if you can see it, but they're all different colors, right? Every single one kind of dried a different color. So you can tell now. You couldn't tell then. There's my smallest one. How do I get to that? He's over there. That's my smallest one I ever found. But at the time, you could tell that these were, no one could tell that these were real. They thought that I just kind of like put another big clover leaf beside one of these. But yeah, every single one of these dried their own shade, which is cool. I didn't know they were doing that. I've had this stashed away for a while. But you can see there's 100 different four-leaf clovers. And actually, you can't see the trick on these anymore. But when you're actually hunting four-leaf clovers, when you're actually looking for four-leaf clovers, there's a major trick in order to find these things. So back when I used to do the paintball field, it'd be funny because when I'd be out reffing, the other guy that worked there, like he's an older guy, he would be telling people how easy I could find four-leaf clovers and told them to go try and find one. They'd be like hunting. Our whole ground there at the time was like all clovers. Every part of the ground was clovers. So these things, I think, 1 in 10,000 for a four-leaf clover. So you really should have to look at 10,000 clovers in order to find one. But I was very good at it. I could just walk around, not even literally look at the clovers. There's a certain shape. I'll tell you at the end how to do it in case you wanted to find a four-leaf clover if you've never done it. But when I did find my first clovers, originally when I found some of these, like the first, I think 27 of these, I was sitting there and I was loading wood into a fire pit and I looked down and there just was a four-leaf clover. So I picked it. I was like, okay, cool, a four-leaf clover, that's awesome. I've looked for many in my life and there all of a sudden was one. And then I actually pulled out my camera before I picked it. And when I went to pick the first one, as I was picking it, I looked over to the side and I seen another one. And I'm like, okay. And then I picked it. And then another one and another one. And by the end of the video, I had picked 27 of these four-leaf clovers, which I don't remember which of these they were. I have no idea which one of these they were. But, oh, there's the smallest one, right? Maybe that is the one I pointed to, is it? Yeah, it was. How small that guy is. I can't believe I found that one. But so I found 27 of them. And then I went online to see, like, what's the record for four-leaf clovers. I don't remember what the record is now, but it was like a 8-hour record, and then the one was like 20 clovers within 2 hours or something like that of a single person. So I messaged Guinness World Records, and I might be able to find the email. I don't know for sure if I can find this email. So it was an unverified, like they said, yeah, that definitely is the world record. When I showed them the video, they said that is the world record because I found 27 in like 5 minutes. I'll put the video on eventually, but not on this video, but I'll actually throw it on my channel. But I found 27 in 5 minutes, which blows the world record away. But then they said it can only be an unofficial world record because they weren't there. And for all they know that I found these clovers before, like I found them and then got my camera and I'm going to record this Guinness record, right? But no, I actually didn't. No way to prove that. So, of course, it's unofficial. But they said if I wanted to, I could pay $5,000 and then they would come to where I was and I could do it again. But obviously, finding 27 in 5 minutes is going to be a hard task, right? Let's see. I was trying to remember which ones the first ones were. I think it was up here because I started to do it like neatly and then, or maybe it was across the top. Yeah, it was like this, I think. Maybe not. I have no idea. I have no idea which ones were first, but there was 100. That was my goal, to get 100 of them. And so there's 100 four-leaf clovers on this thing. Some of these would be the unofficial world record for the most clovers found the fastest. And I probably could have paid them that $5,000. It didn't matter to me enough to want to do it, but I could have probably paid them that $5,000 and done this again because of the way that I figured out how you can find these four-leaf clovers. But each clover, no matter what, a fresh clover has like a green leaf like this, and then the inside, like about like, where's the camera? Like that. See, so it's like this. About like this will be a white patch, and then the rest, what you can see through there, will be green. So when you have a three-leaf clover, these three white patches will make a triangle. When you have a four-leaf clover, because it kind of spreads them apart like this, right? it'll be a square. So that's the way to do it. You can't see them anymore on here, but what I mean by that, so the inside, you can kind of see on certain ones, like this big guy here, you kind of see the inside's different. And if you were looking down at it, it would be a square, like just a perfectly white square. So you're not even looking for clovers, you're not even looking for leaves. You're just hovering the ground, you'll see white triangle, white triangle, white triangle, and then a white square, and then there's your four-leaf clover. So when this guy would say, watch how fast he can find one, and they've been looking for a good half an hour, I'd walk out and I'd just go, bam, boom, that fast. Like less than a minute, usually I could find a four-leaf clover. Most clover fields aren't like that, by the way. So when I go to across the road from me, it's like a dog park. There's a clover patch. I have found four-leaf clovers there, but you have to go through a lot more of them, right? But where we were, the farmer, he's like always drinking moonshine, and I swear that this has to be something to do with it, but so much alcohol and stuff poured on the ground around there that is like a mutant clover patch. Because when I found the 27 of them, they were all connected to one plant. Like there's clovers kind of grow in like a bush, so there's one big root in the middle, but then they spread sometimes like 4 feet, right? So the one I found was one mutant patch, but then all throughout our land there was clovers, and I could find patches all over the place. So there were so many four-leaf clovers there. Even somebody that has no idea how to find them eventually can find one. Only my one buddy never did find one, and I thought it was hilarious because he'd be like looking. I'd walk right to where he's looking. I'd pick one right out from underneath of him, right? But I will eventually put the video, what I sent to Guinness World Record, on here. I'm going to show you one more time how they're different colors. So to all the people back in the day that were saying that this definitely is just me putting an extra leaf with a 3-leaf clover, you can 100% tell now after 10 years of these things drying. Down there got eaten a lot right there. After 10 years of these things drying, though, they're definitely showing the fact that they are one piece. Because, like, look at this beige one, or whatever you'd call that, like a very light green, compared to, like, these darker ones, right? So, yeah, I just want to show you and show the people that originally said this was fake. This is real. Hope you guys had a good day. I'll post the other video maybe coming up. But for now, I'm just going to end it with that. So, this was January 5th. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to post tomorrow. I just happened to find this thing laying around. I thought, wow, it's cool how the colors change, right? Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to know more on how to find these things, I can get an actual picture and show you. But for now, you should just look. If you look at a clover, you'll see that the inside is white, the outside is green. This will make a square where a 3-leaf one would only make a triangle, right? So just look for the squares, white squares. It's the easiest way to find a 4-leaf clover. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.